Thank you, Sagittarius. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for the contributions that you have made to Born Without Boundaries throughout the year, for helping me not only survive, but grow. I look forward to a prosperous year. And I know there's a lot still to be done. So, but I have the courage to keep moving forward, and I'm very grateful for all that you have done in order to make sure that Born Without Boundaries has a chance. This is a really interesting Thanksgiving because this has been a really interesting year. And there's a deep sense of connection to spirituality, maybe for some of you, even finding religion, but a deep sense of connection that has sprung from the desire to move on from fear, move on from sadness, move on from disappointment, move on from those things that you know and have accepted you can't control. As it is, Sagittarians, you don't like to be too tethered to the past. The future is where your mindset always is, the next adventure. And honestly, this biggest adventure that you have right now is the changing of your concept towards something, or the changing of your relationship to someone or toward something, going from one of constant strife or stress to forgiveness. Because remember, forgiveness is not that which is saying, hey, yeah, everything you did to me, that was just fine. No, it's definitely not saying that. But it's saying, hey, everything that you did to me or everything that we went through, it doesn't have a place in my life anymore, and I'm all good. A beautiful sense of allowing yourself to be loved, to be appreciated, and to always be focusing on those people who love and appreciate you instead of those people who don't. God, it's not hatred at all. It's just a lack of sadness that I'm feeling. It's that sense of empowerment that comes from deep within when you've allowed yourself to believe in the love that people are giving to you. So strong that love that maybe didn't come through or that you were denied somehow just falls off and goes away. There's a new sense of self-control and a new sense of empowerment when you understand that you decide how somebody makes you feel. You decide how much control they have over you, how much influence that somebody has over you. And there's a great sense of catharsis here, of letting go and releasing and being in a similar situation that you've been in many, many times before. But this time is different because you're different. You're not the person that you were 20 years ago. You're not the person that you were 2 weeks ago. You have definitely changed and evolved, I think is the correct word. And I think that this is now the time when your evolved self actually makes its debut. When you are in a situation that you have been in before, around people that may have pushed buttons that are triggers. But ultimately, they don't trigger anything this time around. Or you realize, it's not actually you that pushes my buttons, it's me. You are you, and you don't have that kind of control over me. So there's a sense of whatever you're worried about, whatever you may have anxiety about right now, exhale and let Jesus take the wheel. or whatever spirit entity that you choose to believe in. It doesn't matter. It's literally realizing that you're not alone. Even when you are alone, you are backed by and cared for somebody. There are people who believe in you. Recognizing that belief that people have in you. Maybe there's a sense of, even in some ways, using something from the outside. This is quite literal. Listen to music. Listening to music, which is, what is music? Music is vibrations. So it's literally saying, allow yourself to engage in the vibrations, maybe externally, to help yourself feel better or healed internally. There's that great connection that starts from without and goes within. That's a really interesting process, because a lot of times, we always think go from within to without, but no, you can make the conscious decision. The conscious decision comes from within, right? And you're making this conscious decision to be like, I'm just going to listen to music. I'm just going to push play. I'm not going to be scared or walk in the room angry or upset or have decided what's already going to happen. I'm just going to listen to music. There's a certain harmony that's happening here in this energy right now, Sagittarius, because you're making room for it. Give it to God, giving over your problems, giving over your anxiety, giving over your sadness and hardships, giving over your confusion, giving over your worry and your stress. Like, I just take them all and say, I can't handle them. I can't. So I won't handle them. I'm just going to hand it over to somebody else and be good to myself. There's some sort of inquiry into the spiritual world. It could even be a decision to go to therapy, get a therapist, or start doing some sort of meditation. There's definitely a sense of, allow this. Don't be ashamed of it. You don't have to announce it, but simply just have faith in the fact that you can't do this by yourself. And the truth is this, you don't have to do this by yourself. Somebody is willing to help you. And there's no shame in that. Not only is there no shame in that, you should actually take a lot of pride in the fact that you realized that your future and your happiness is not just all about you. It's all about somebody being in partnership with you, that somebody gives you love. Allow somebody to give you love or guidance or a renewed sense of faith. And especially around Thanksgiving time, because when we see those relatives, we can be pop-offish. But there is that sense of walk away from the fight. Knowing, this is always being prepared. Walking into a room, walking into any situation ready to battle. Maybe because you've been around these people before and you have to be around these people again, and there's always a fight. There's always an issue. Walk away from it. There doesn't always have to be an issue. This is getting away from people who always put you in defensive mode. Making sure that not just avoiding them, but by not getting away, literally by moving away from them, by saying, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to say goodbye. It's time for me to say goodbye to this combative fighting, this constant sense of fight or flight, this battle that's always raging inside of me. I'm staying away from it. I'm staying away from the fight. I'm walking away. I'm saying goodbye. This is definitely the card that says say goodbye. Now, it could say that ultimately you may be saying goodbye, or you have said goodbye to somebody after a fight, and you may be seeing this person again. And the last time you saw them was a fight. There's been some sort of spiritual evolution here, however. There is a sense of getting in touch with your psyche, allowing yourself to open up, allowing yourself to sort of take handle of what happened in the past and how it made you feel, and replacing that with a sense of stability through spirituality. An investment in your soul, finding the things that stabilize you and make you happy, and making room for that in your life. Balance spirituality and practicality, finding that balance between, you know, what makes me feel good and what nurtures my soul, and those things that I can actually do in the 3D world to help balance my soul. So general practices, like I said, meditation, could be therapy. You and your loved ones are safe. There's just some sense of like deep care and healing that's been happening here. I don't think just in you. I think it's been throughout your whole family. It's really not just you. This sense of like um, healing. That's what I want to say. Your hard work is paying off. This has been conscious effort. This isn't just divine timing or the cosmos aligning. You've been working your ass off on this, Sagittarius. You have been doing the hard work and laying the ground to basically not ever be in a situation again, to basically confront this situation and build the foundation for something new to begin. You've been really building about working really hard on whatever you have to do to make amends or to start over again, or heal family karma, or talk with your spouse. Whatever it is, you have done the hard work, and you're going to get a new start. You're going to get the new start that you worked for, right? So it's not an accident. This has been slowly and steadily been worked on over time. And so now you're enabled to sort of like hand over the sword and hand over the baton. You don't have to fight this fight anymore. Let me read these to you. I wanted to pull a few of these cards for you. They are the Freeing Yourself, the Untethered Soul. It's a New York Times best-selling book. It's from The Untethered Soul. It's quotes from this book. Fear is a thing. It's just another object in the universe that you are capable of experiencing. It's like, it puts it in such a humble place, doesn't it? I'm not sure that I agree with it, but it puts it in a humble position where you have control over it. Energy doesn't get old. It doesn't get tired, and it doesn't need food. What it needs is openness and receptivity. In other words, you conduct the energy that comes into your life. Whatever you're open to and whatever you're willing to receive. And it's almost like realizing that empowers you, puts you into control of your own situation so that you can avoid those things that are dangerous for you or might make you suffer. We have the Namaste cards that I just got. I wanted to share these guys with you. Blessed tranquility. Your feelings are surfacing in order to be healed. Have faith and know that you are safe. Trust. The current waves of emotion shall become a sea of tranquility full of love and blessings. There's no way that that the same thing is going to happen to you this time around. You're not the same person. You're not in the same place in your life. A blessed time. The path is clear and all obstacles have vanished. Your time of waiting is over, so proceed with confidence. The challenges you have faced were essential, for there is a perfect time for everything. Now is your perfect time to be blessed by the universe. What? That's beautiful. And then we also have sunlight blessing. A ray of light bursts through the cloud of uncertainty and darkness. It transforms into light. So this is something that's really been causing you some great deal of anxiety, some sort of doom and gloom, some sort of worry. This is literally saying, no need to worry. Don't need to worry. The sun's coming out. The sun's going to clear those clouds away. A new day is born and the first buds of spring appear. You are blessed with the birth of something new. A new season of your life begins with this very special blessing, and a new start is coming. Right? It's like maybe you didn't even ask for this. Maybe you didn't even dare to ask for this because you thought it wasn't going to be possible. It's possible. a blessing from the beloved. Love unfolds your wings and you fly high above the earth into the realm of heaven. Blessed by the light of her beautiful soul, you enter the emerald heart of the Divine Mother, which is full of eternal blessings. The world is your playground waiting to be explored and beloved. The world is your playground, yo. Oh, let's get into the spirit guide messages. Sagittarius. What do the animal spirits want to tell you? What do the spirit guides want to say? This is Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. Now is a lucky time. Now, this doesn't, when it comes out in reverse, it doesn't mean that you're not lucky. You are very lucky still, but it's almost like you have everything that you need. You don't have to multiply. It doesn't have to divide. It doesn't have to become more. It doesn't have to be bigger. You actually already have what makes you lucky. You have all the abundance and it's just waiting for you. It's there for you. You can rely on it. You can depend upon it. You already have it. So, I mean, this could be anything from you just having a good life and you actually being happy, recognizing your happiness, realizing that you do have it, even if you haven't really recognized it yet. Or it could literally mean that lottery ticket you've been having in your purse for the past month. You better check it. Because you already won. Use your mind wisely and set healthy boundaries is here. This sense of being hesitant, not hesitant, but being very careful and being very cautious with what you allow yourself to get into and what you allow yourself to trust. There is that sense of also with what you allow yourself to believe is possible because you don't want to be hurt again. Yeah. Sagittarius. Bring a gentle touch. This is the new beginning. This is either somebody in your life or you that's just decided to have faith and to be a lot more gentle than you normally would. A sense of somebody coming into your life and almost inspiring you in some ways to be kinder and to be more gentle, especially when it comes to yourself and maybe your family, teaching you a different way to be, a different way to behave, allowing you to have a different option that you were stuck in for your whole life maybe. This is just a new start, but it's like changing. It's a changing of your soul. It's an essence or a person that has changed your soul, that they've in some ways tamed you, but in most ways liberated you and freed you so that you can start fresh and start new. This is a new fresh start and it could very well be a very new love. But it's interesting. It's like a new love. It's a new beginning, but it's old wisdom. And I think that's what it is. It's wisdom that's basically changed you and made you realize what to do this time around, to not do things the same, to change, to be different, to decide different, because you know the fucking outcome every other time that you've done something different. So ultimately, this is using what you've experienced to untether you to repeat the same mistakes. You're not going to repeat the same mistakes because now you realize how not to. Yeah, this could also be like clearing out credit, getting your credit score cleared, getting a fresh start, especially financially, since this is Taurus and Virgo. This is a sense of being able to start over again, recalibrate your life and being given another chance, in the real world. Yeah, a time to heal. So there's definitely changing going on because that's 55. Allowing all that poison out. Getting to the root of what is making you sick and basically purging yourself. And maybe that's what you've been doing because Virgo has to do, this is Virgo energy. It has to do with healing and being very wise and realizing what you've done in the past to make yourself suffer or make yourself sick and recognizing it, getting to the bottom of it. This could be really good news for anybody out there that was looking for answers or worried about their health, this is like a few steps. This is steps forward. This is having done the research or having the experience now to realize what is going on and what needs to be healed. Be generous of spirit is here, and it came out in the past. So this is confidence. Maybe you had confidence in the past and it's just returning now. So there is that sense of, or no, just it could also be recognizing and realizing what's after you, what gets to you, what pushes your buttons, what causes you fear, what kind of tries to dominate you, right? This is also Leo energy. It could be a Leo in your life coming back from the past. But this time around, you know better and you're not headed back that direction. That's the kind of sense of, it could also be just to heal, just to say I'm sorry and to make amends. This is a rebirth is assured. Yeah, this person has definitely changed. There could be somebody coming back into your life from the past. They have changed. They're more grown up. They're more adult, Sagittarius. And it's taken them a long time to actually be ready to get here. They did a lot of work on themselves. So their change is, once again, it's their change. It's not just about, it's not just about you. It's that they're not the same either. Which is why things won't be the same between the two of you. They have definitely grown up and simmered down. They've recognized a lot about themselves. This person has gone through a major evolution. Slow and steady wins the race. So this is patience, and this is emotional stability. This is having your shell just thick enough, but also the wisdom to know, the age, the experience, the wisdom to know, I'm just going to ride this wave. I'm just going to ride the current. I can't strain myself, and I don't have to. There's no need for me to stress myself out or strain myself. I'm not going to do that this time around. Instead, I'm going to ride the current and let things unfold as they will. And I'm just going to stay here and be quiet and just ride this shit out. Turkey, give with gratitude and grace. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving. This is your turkey card. Give with gratitude and grace. In other words, Thanksgiving's gonna go pretty fucking smoothly. There's just that sense of just going with the flow and like hanging 10 and hanging back and letting yourself enjoy the moment, but also like putting yourself in and being more generous of spirit and being kind. And like if somebody's being kind to you, then you're kind to them. And it's like no grudges are here. I'm not going to bring in any if you don't bring in any, in other words. And they're not bringing in any because they've changed. This is abundance. And this is 3D abundance, as in spirit is making sure that you have 3D abundance. So there's going to be a lot of good food. There's going to be a lot of money to spend. You're going to have the money. You don't have to worry about it. The universe will provide everything that you need, or you already have everything that you need. But this is going to be a very abundant, robust, tangibly robust week for you. A time to let go of things that were nagging at your heart and making you suffer. And I think that the difference could be that the resources that you once struggled with, you're not struggling with anymore. They're finally coming through. You've gotten to a point where you actually have more resources, so you can like exhale a little bit and not feel so anxiety ridden because, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. You do have enough, and it doesn't have to worry you anymore. And any emotional things that have chewed and gnawed at your heart, you're letting it go. And that's why, especially the new moon on the 15th was about that catharsis of because Mercury is in Scorpio too, like that sense of like the dark moon bringing up to the surface all that Mercury and Scorpio revealed, and that catharsis had to happen to be released in order for there to be room for abundance to come in, and that's what's happening. Life is speeding up. This is Gemini energy. You could be getting communications, talking to somebody, or things are just starting to come together and fall into place in a way that you probably didn't intend or strive toward, but inevitably you made this happen because you did do the groundwork to focus on your happiness, focus on forgiveness, focus on healing yourself, all of those things, everything is coming together really quickly right now. And tend to the small things. That is, there's rats in the walls, take care of them. That is, get out the exterminate. Know that if you see any little small things, it's those small little things that could unravel you. So it's almost like that sense of, I feel like this is getting to the point where you can actually dig into those smaller places and not be so affected, and be effectual, affect those smaller places, those smaller irritants, dig those out, and then, get one up on them, in other words. Life is speeding up. Tend to the small things. You don't have to worry about the big picture. It's just going to be those little bits and pieces that you have to pay attention to cleaning up. Let's go into angel messages. Oh, I love these cards. Sagittarius, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Click that button below and ring that bell. Maybe share this video. You'll get new Sagittarius specific content every single week. Sagittarius readings come out every single week on Tuesday, along with Scorpio and Libra. So please do subscribe to YouTube so you can get those notifications, ring that bell so you know as soon as I upload all your favorite content. There's a ton of content over on Vimeo too that you can search and peruse and enjoy. That's also Sagittarius specific. And if you subscribe over there, you actually will be notified a day early when I upload over there, so you can get the extended a day early. Earlier than the people who wait for it to be linked to them on YouTube. Also, that's where I do my astrological forecast for the week, so you'll get that as well. Please do join me for the dailies, Monday through Friday, over on my Instagram feed, born_without_boundaries. So thank you guys. Let me get into the angel messages. If you want to go to the extended right now, that link is in the description box below. You are welcome to go over there. But I'd like you to hang out for the angel messages. Oh, Archangel Metatron is here. He's the voice of God. I am your link between heaven and earth, between humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Okay. Something's coming together here. Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust, you are so near. And I almost feel like you can already feel the sunlight on your face because you're so near that cathartic point in your life when you just don't ever have to look back. And then we have healing. Listen, I, the angel of healing, am with you right now. Feel my presence and my unwavering love for you. I have loved you before the dawn of time, and I will love you for all eternity. And then we have miracle. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. You are going to go through, you're going to experience something like an apology you thought you'd never get. You're going to experience love that you thought you'd never receive. It's coming to you to help finish out a long, painful cycle. It's ending. It's coming to a conclusion. It's this healing miracle. You want the details? Let's get the details. I'm going to head on over to tarot. Please join me. Sagittarius, the link is below.